I never expected to hear the words that would change everything while I was standing just outside the bedroom door. We'd been married for 8 years, and like any marriage, we had our ups and downs. But I thought we were happy. I thought she loved me. I thought I was the man she wanted. I was wrong. It started with small signs. Her laughter at messages I didn't get to see, late nights she couldn't explain, a distance in her eyes that hadn't been there before. I asked questions. I got vague answers. I chalked it up to stress. Work. Life. But then came the night that shattered my perception completely. I was passing by the bedroom to grab a charger I'd left on the nightstand. The door was cracked open. I heard her voice. Soft. Intimate. Hurtful. "I would never choose him again," she said. My stomach dropped. I froze. She was on the phone, talking to someone I didn't know, talking about me, about our marriage, about my worth. Her words weren't whispered to a friend for advice. They weren't part of a vent about a bad day. They were cold, calculated. The kind of words someone says when they've decided what to do and are just confirming it to themselves. I felt every year of trust, love, and patience draining out of me in that moment. I didn't confront her. I didn't yell. I didn't throw anything. I didn't even knock. I left. I grabbed my keys, my wallet, and my dignity, and I walked out of the house I had built with her, the life I had thought we shared. For the first few hours, I drove without destination. I tried to process what I had just heard. 8 years of marriage, 8 years of devotion, and all it took was a single sentence to realize that the person I loved had already decided I wasn't the one anymore. I stayed at a friend's place that night. I didn't call her. I didn't text. I let her words sink in. The betrayal, the cold calculation, the finality. The next day, she tried to reach me. She left voicemails, sent texts. "Where are you? Why aren't you answering? Please, let's talk." I ignored everything. Because here's the thing. When someone says they would never choose you again, it's not about a bad argument, a misunderstanding, or even a fleeting doubt. It's about a choice. And that choice was made. I spent the following days in silence, reflecting on every conversation, every disagreement, every moment of intimacy, and I saw the cracks I had ignored. I saw her distance. I saw her growing apart. I saw the truth I hadn't wanted to face. And then came the call I wasn't expecting. "I don't know what came over me," she said, her voice trembling. "I didn't mean it. I was angry. I love you. Please come back." I listened quietly, not because I wanted to hear excuses, but because I wanted to understand what she thought would undo the damage. "Love isn't about saying words you don't mean," I said calmly. "It's about choosing someone every day. And when you say, 'I would never choose him again,' that's not just words, that's a decision." She cried on the other end. "I was wrong. Please, we can fix this. I don't want to lose you." I didn't answer immediately. I let her hear the silence. Because silence is louder than apologies. I knew that if I went back, things wouldn't be the same. I wouldn't trust her the same way again. And trust is the foundation of love. Without it, there's nothing. "I can't," I finally said. "You made your choice. You said it out loud. And I left because I deserve someone who chooses me. Without doubt, without hesitation, without words that cut through 8 years of love. There was more crying, more pleading, more promises. But I stayed firm. Days turned into weeks. She tried to contact me, but I stayed distant. Not out of anger, not out of hate, but out of self-respect. Eventually, she realized that regret isn't the same as change, that begging doesn't undo betrayal, that love cannot survive where respect has been discarded. I rebuilt my life slowly. I focused on myself, on my work, on friends, on healing. I realized that leaving was the first step toward reclaiming my dignity, my peace, my future. She regretted it, yes. She begged, yes. But I didn't return. Not because I hated her, but because I valued myself. And here's the truth no one tells you about betrayal. Sometimes the person you love will tell you in a single sentence that you are no longer the one. And sometimes the most powerful response is not to fight, not to argue, not to cry, but to leave, to walk away, to choose yourself. She would never choose me again, and that was her loss. I would never look back. And in that choice, I found freedom, clarity, and the understanding that love without respect is not love at all.